Wednesday Mi Gente. Welcome to another episode of Las Chicas del Barrio. Y'all already know the vibes. How are you guys doing? How are you doing, Nat? How's
I'm
life?
doing it's good, girl. It's good. We getting up there. Can't complain. Very grateful for life,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah, I
How are
mean, Nat lives in
you?
the West Coast. So y'all know they got them fucking fire tornadoes going on right now and all of that shit. Like,
Yeah, the air right now is not the best.
yeah.
I'm not calling because of the air, I promise.
You got
Um
COVID? Just kidding.
Dude, Heike, isn't it sad that I sometimes forget about COVID? Like people are
Girl, me
like,
too
oh,
every
COVID. I'm like,
day.
oh damn, I forgot.
Girl, the earth is coming to an end. Like, I think that's more important than COVID at the moment. No offense
Period.
to anyone who has relatives that are going through COVID. I'm just saying, though, she has fire tornadoes. Like, there is no escaping that. Like, that shit, I saw a video and I was like, I will take my hurricanes any day. I ain't taking no hell like storm because it literally looks like hell. Hell no. Okay.
Everything's basically on fire. But the Bay Area and I think Washington, um, their fires are burning pretty bad. Like
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, I saw that too. That shit is like orange.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
It's
ooh,
sad.
it is very. As for myself, honestly, I'm taking this shit day by day. I just feel like I have so many things to do, but I am grateful, okay? Grateful because I am
Girl,
alive
amen.
and I cannot complain. Okay, yes, booked and busy, yes. So you can't really complain,
Period.
because I just don't want to be at home all day and just like stay in my thoughts. So I feel like that's just like
Mm-hmm.
no, So at least
Yeah.
now class started. I have my clubs. We have the podcast. A bitch is trying to travel. So, I got a lot of things going on right now. And I'm just like, sometimes you just got to sit back, take one of these, or maybe two of these, and then life will be good again, Day by day, step by step. Right?
True. Positive
I'm telling
mindset.
you.
Positive
Hell
mindset. It
yeah.
starts with
You
your
got to
mindset.
change this. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You got to change this in order to keep going with the momentum.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like I realized, like, if I was like sitting here and thinking about, oh my God, I haven't done this, and this, and this, I'll drive myself insane because I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, instead of thinking of everything I have to do, let's think about things that I've accomplished. And that's
Mm-hmm.
helped me a lot, actually. It helped me be like, okay, then let me accomplish more things. So that's been working for me. I can't complain. I've
Yeah.
been doing good, though. I've been doing good. My mental health has been good. I've been keeping
That's
myself
good.
in check. So it's been good. But for
You
today's
thriving, baby.
episode, hell to the yes. Okay. Okay. But for today's video, guys, what we're going to be talking about is Instagram versus
Real
reality.
life.
So IRL, you already know.
Period.
So basically, we've noticed like a lot of things, I guess, in reference to that. Like
Mm-hmm.
when you see people on Instagram and you think that they have this beautiful, like always traveling, always doing things, but then you meet them in real life, and no offense, but they're like a bum. Like all these things
Yeah.
that they're like doing is like not who they are in real life or anything like
Mm-hmm.
that. So we're just gonna talk about, the things that we've noticed. How about us, like for ourselves, if we've gone through that phase, people that we know, just like talk about it, have a nice little conversation, nice little chit chat to see maybe that's something that someone's going through and we're able to like, help them out and things like that. So yeah, have you been through that? Like what you post on Instagram is not how you are in real life, or like maybe like what you present on Instagram is not sometimes representative of how you're actually feeling at the moment.
Um, I want to say yes. I think it's interesting because I read a post from this girl who I followed ever
Mm-hmm.
since college because she does a lot with the marketing.
Yeah.
So I've always followed her because she was so cool and she was someone I looked up to. But she made a post yesterday that caught my attention. I think everything I've posted has always been something that I feel or that
Yeah.
I resonate with, but I do have the thoughts where it's like, am I gonna get likes, or is this person, like a certain someone that I follow, gonna say something like this, where I hesitate to even post it. But at the end of the day, it's my account for a reason. It's not
Yeah.
Nati in the whole world, it's Nati. um and then on the picture, I would say like pictures, or videos, I'm really quick to like pinpoint my flaws. Like, ew, I don't
Yeah.
like that because, you know, I have a pimple, or I'm really quick to put on a filter or anything like that. Instead of just being like, dude, chill, like, you're not
Yeah.
fucking bad, you know?
I agree. I feel like for me, it takes me like a good like 40 minutes to like pick a
Yeah.
post and like edit the post and
Yeah.
like, because you know, I like, you already know I'm into like that black and white shit. Like I'm
Mm-hmm.
really like into it. Like I love it, you know, like I like
Mm-hmm.
how it looks. Like it's aesthetically pleasing
It's a
to
vibe.
myself. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's different. It sounds light. And so, but like even like choosing a picture, I'll like go to my sister and let me like, yo, do you like this?
Yeah.
Or do you not like
Yes.
this? Or do you think I should
Mm-hmm.
change this? Like tell me, oh
Mm-hmm.
like put hearts on the ones you like and
Yeah.
what you don't like.
Yeah.
You know, like let me know. Cause I'm like, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm searching for someone's approval, but like I don't like to put not good quality content out. But then
Yes.
again, I feel like damn, like do the likes really matter? Like I have to think to myself, like, do I really care if I get all these likes or not? Or
Mm-hmm.
like, am I just posting because I want to post? You know?
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And I think that plays a lot with mental health as well, because there's
Yeah.
sometimes where I just can't stand social media. I just get caught up in this whole wannabe influencer, wannabe
Yeah.
popular, um, these trends. And sometimes it's like, dude, we're so caught up in taking a picture or making um, our feed look a certain way with a certain
Yeah.
aesthetic. But what are we doing for our soul, you know? Because what you
Yeah.
post, obviously it says a little bit of who you are and what you're about, but it's not
Yeah.
really your whole being, you know? And it's sad how sometimes people are just so rude on
Oh my
social media,
God.
you know?
Yes.
And then but it's like, I've met girls in particular who like personify like, oh, you know, like women empowerment, like all this stuff. But I meet them in person and they're so rude. Like they don't give people the time of day. And it's like,
Yeah.
so you just want to be this wannabe Kardashian, but you're so rude. Like how, like to me,
Yep.
I think that's when like you take the authenticity out of it, because it's like you could take a cute picture, but you can't get people to like you for who you are. Like that's different, you know?
Yeah.
Of course,
I
we could
agree.
appreciate a picture, but appreciating you as a person, and that's something different.
Oh, 100%, yo. I think I agree with that because like I said, like there's so many people that you see their posts and then in real life it's like talking to a wall. So you put
Mm-hmm.
all this effort to build this whole facade, I call it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And like in reality, what are you doing to, you know, back that up? You feel me? Like I feel like for the most part, like for us, like don't get me wrong, I don't post okay, I think I post more on like okay, I have a spam page. So for those of
Uh,
you that don't know what a spam page is, it's like a Finsta, like a fake Instagram,
mm-hmm.
where like
Mm-hmm.
only like you keep like your private, like your close friends on there, and you like
Mm-hmm.
post like memes and this and that and that. And like so I have one because I think it came to the point where like I had like friends or family members or this or that, and like every time I would post something they would like go around and like start talking smack. So it got to the point where I was just like, so what's the point of having an Instagram if all your people are going to do is shit talk? And I realized
Yeah.
that a lot with like a lot of celebrities, you know, like who takes the time to comment on celebrities post? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, your ass is fake. Oh my God, this is an edited photo. Oh
Mm-hmm.
my God, this. Oh, like, who cares?
Yeah, I
You
don't think I've
know?
ever left a negative comment or
Me
review or
either.
anything like that. Like to me, that's just so, you know.
It's unnecessary. It's like, what's the point of
Mm-hmm.
that? Like, don't get me wrong. Am I not saying that sometimes on the shade room when they people comment on the things like down below?
I go through
Yeah,
it.
yeah, because they're funny, yes. But to take the time to go to like, for example, I would not go to Kylie Jenner's page and be like, oh my God, you're like so and so and so and so.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's just wasting so much time on somebody else that I already know who's
Yeah.
not gonna watch it. Like, do you really think that these people spend so much time like looking at your comments? Like, don't get me wrong, yes, do they clap back sometimes, of course, you know, because it's like annoying, but it's probably on their spare time, because at the end of the day, even while they're clapping back, they're still making money. So what are you doing
Facts.
wasting that time that you could be making money to comment on a celebrity's post? Like,
Yeah.
you know, that's why to me it's like, that's why I decided to make my Finsta account. And it's been great. I be posting everything. I be posting like my family. I be posting me turn. I be posting these memes, you know? Like, it's like nice because it's like something where it's like with my close friends, and like we can like all like laugh about it and stuff like that. You know, so that gets like I feel like on my Finsta you see more of who I am compared to my Instagram. I feel like my Instagram, my priority, at least for my Instagram, is posting things that I see on like the media or things that are going on in my society.
Yeah.
I feel like I enjoy posting that more there, because I feel like since I have a more of a platform, because I have more followers on there, that I'm able to like say, yo, like this is going on in our world, like this is going on in our society, like have you paid attention to this, have you witnessed this, have you seen this, you know? And then of course for here and there you'll see like my family and my going outness and all of that, you know. But I think my main priority is definitely to like inform my community of what's going on.
Yeah, which is good, because I feel like especially our generation, we don't watch the news. Like, I don't really watch the news unless I'm with my parents, but I get the news from social media. But I think it's also our responsibility to see like if a certain page is posting something about like climate change or like the fires, like do your research and make sure that that's valid, especially like with like the social justice issues going on right now and all that. Like, it's really important
like
to
fact
do your
check
research.
it basically.
But that's also another thing. It's because I feel like Instagram, because I've had MySpace. Like, MySpace was my first
oh my god, stop
social
it. On a
media
poppin' bitch. Me
platform.
too. I was gumdrops on MySpace, baby. Don't get it twisted. Okay, that was my shit, honey, with my little
I don't even
coding.
remember my username. That's so funny.
Girl, I was
But
gumdrops for the
my
longest.
my playlist was popping.
I bet it was, because you already got a fire ass playlist.
Girl, so I remember junior high. My junior high implemented taking computer classes. So I remember Mr. Garrettson. Shout out to Mr. Garrettson, man, because he was like this like hippie, but he knew computers. And I remember he was teaching us kind of like how to code. So I paid attention in that class because I wanted my MySpace page to be popping. Because he taught us like, oh yeah, dude. I was like, okay. So I would go home and like practice, you know, like doing like okay. But and then I like went to Facebook, and then Facebook I think was so different from MySpace. I think it was more like chill, you know, where it's like
because I feel like it was no personality, kind of, you know.
Yes, it was very simple. You know, like it wasn't really like, and then you had Twitter where basically everybody's like, all the drama happened, you know, like subtweet me. So now,
always ready for the subs.
Right? So now we're in Instagram. But I think what sucks is that I see a lot of competition, and sometimes I get in my head too, you know, like, oh my god, like she's so pretty, she looks a certain way, or like, oh my god, this person just bought a car, this person just bought a house, and I catch myself in these thoughts where I'm not good enough, or getting mad at myself because I'm not where I want to be, you know, or I didn't meet a goal. But on Instagram, nobody's posting their losses, you know. I mean, I do it too, you know, like like I post motivational stuff because it resonates with me, with what I've been through and what I'm going through. But I've never sat here and said, oh, well, you know, a year ago I was going through this, or 2 years ago I was going through this. And it's kind of sad because I think, I mean, I'm no influencer, I'm no celebrity, anything like that. I'm just a regular schmegular girl. And I just want to help people, you know, like I could say that majority of my followers, like, I know you, like at some point in my life, like you and I have had a physical conversation, more than just like, hey, what's up, hello, like, you know. So I just want to be like spreading goodness, but then it's kind of sad when I see people post on, like, they'll post a story like, oh, well, I've you know, like I was going through this. Like, I almost ended my life, and I'm just like, dude, like, what the fuck? Because social media does that, you know? Like, it just breaks my heart, because just be yourself, man. Like, you guys are wonderful the way you are. Like, we are made individually, you know? We're not robots where we're the same freaking person. So sometimes I have like a love-hate relationship with Instagram.
Yeah, but I think you take the best detox out of all my friends. You detox the best with social media sites. I think like
Oh,
Nat will
thanks.
literally be like, I'm not on that," and I'm like, "Oh, really,
Yeah.
girl? Like, let me
Yeah.
screenshot you the tea."
Yeah.
Because like she literally like she's able to like disconnect, you know. But I
Mm.
think it's good to go through like that social media cleanse, you know,
Yeah.
because then you start to like, okay, this is who I like. Okay, I'll use myself as the example.
Yeah.
That killer Brit, right? That killer Brit, Britney. That killer Brit, Britney.
Yeah.
Okay, Britney slash Brit is employed, school, all of that.
Yeah.
That killer Brit, Las Chicas del Barrio, aka Kiki, aka at the club, aka all these things, you know? So like I think it's just really hard sometimes. Like I don't want to say that they're two different people, but in reality it's like I'm the same person but I have two sides, you know. I have the side
Yes.
where I have to be professional and I have to be
Mm-hmm.
Britney because
Mm-hmm.
Kiki and that killer Brit is not gonna pay no
Yeah.
bills, right? And then this the side where it's like who I am, who will like the things that I want to be, you know, like for
Mm-hmm.
example, I want to be a creative director. I want to do all these like cool things that deal with the arts and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really want to be like I don't mind being Britney, but like I feel like with Britney there's like more like uppity, you know,
Yes.
you have to be
Mm-hmm.
a certain way because if not you're not going to get employed, let's be honest. Like we live in
Yes.
and it's so sad that we live in a generation like that, you know. Like for example, I will never follow my coworker. Like I learned my experience with my coworkers that at my new job now I will never let them follow me on any social media site. Like that's not happening because I
Yeah.
feel like it changes people's perspective of you,
Mm-hmm.
and then it crosses that line that I
Mm-hmm.
don't think should be crossed within coworkers
Yeah.
sometimes.
Add me on LinkedIn. Let's connect on LinkedIn. But
Stop it,
Instagram, that's
yo.
my sister.
Yeah.
For example, how you said you have like that killer Brit and Britney. I think, especially seeing family, it's like you can't have a balance of both, because I think that's healthy,
Yeah.
you know. Like, you do have your professional side, of course, you know, keep that, because that could get you into further places. But at the same time, you gotta de-stress. You have to be around
Yeah.
people, you know. Go
Yeah.
out, have fun, go dance, go do what you gotta do, go
Yeah.
travel. And I think, especially because we're young, we're so like, oh well, you have to work because, you know, 401k and like retirement. And it's like, of course, don't get me wrong, that's what we're working towards. But if I have time, I could go out and have a drink with my girls. I could go out
Yeah.
and go dance. I could go out and go on dates. I could go
Agreed.
out and go travel, you know. I That's the thing that kind of bothers me, because sometimes it's like, I'm not a bad person just because I go out and have a margarita,
I
or
100% agree
or
with that.
I'm at the bar, or I'm at the hookah lounge, you know, like, I'm not a bad person because of that, you know,
Yeah.
because that's only one side, and most probably not even 4 hours of my day, that day, not my
Yeah.
life, you know. So that's the hard part, where it's like, there's so much judgment, and it's like, okay, what, walk in my shoes and you'll understand why I went out. You'll understand why
Yeah.
I like to have fun. Maybe it's a hobby, you know, like, I like to dance. So like, girl, you down to meet us at the bar? I'm out, girl.
Mhm.
I got you. See you in 10, you know? Um, so that's one thing on Instagram. It's like, seriously,
So
bro,
yeah,
let me live my
I
life.
bro, that's what I'm saying. I feel like on Instagram we try to play this whole like I said again, like the facade, you know, where it's just
Mm-hmm.
like why is the facade there? Like, just be you, you know? But then I think too, people think that if they're not this whole like Kardashian clan or these like
Mm.
rich people and all, it's like
Mm-hmm.
you want to be these people, but in reality, the lifestyle that you live, you will never be like them because the
Yes.
richest
Mm-hmm.
people are so low key. One, two, they
Mm-hmm.
don't spend their money on Gucci, Louis Vuitton. They're out there in Walmart buying $10 shoes. Like, bro, There's literally like, and I think it's very popular in the Hispanic community that, oh, you need to dress the best, because if not, el vecino te va a ir a chismear al otro vecino. Ay, yo vi a la hija de, ay, mira cómo se vistió a la fiesta. Ay, ella se puso eso la fiesta, ella se puso eso la vez pasada. You know what I'm saying? Like, that society that we live in, it's like, what's the point? So I think that's why people like now, like when they go like on social media, like people pay attention to like, did she already wear that outfit? Did she wear that
Oh
shirt
my God,
already?
yes.
Yeah, like, because even I do it, yo, because I'm just like, wait, did I? Because I know I've been repeating outfits sometimes. Not, I don't
Yeah.
try to do it like all the time, but like,
Yeah.
you know, like I do. Sometimes I just really like an outfit, you know, or my sister will call me out and I'll be like, girl, you my sister, stop messing with me. Like, stop playing with me.
Yeah.
I think that it's very important in our generation to just like, one, not judge others, you know, like two, post whatever you want. But I think that we're programmed, you know, to like go through these things. Like, for example, I'm about to get some third eye woke on y'all, you know, like, for example, we all started off, most of us started off with like AIM or like
Oh
MySpace,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So we're getting used to like the whole technology, because we're honestly, we're the beginning of technology, like computers and shit like that. Like,
True.
we're just at that point where it was like the turning point, you know? So we had like MySpace, then we had like Facebook, then we had like freaking Instagram, Twitter. We have freaking TikTok now, you know? We have
Oh
like
yeah.
all these things. So we're like, we've been kind of like training in a way these last couple years to like see people's lives, get an insight to people's lives. So for example, a lot of people, right, they post what they want you to see. For example, I post what I want you to see about my life, you know? Like, for example, I post a lot of traveling. I like to go on adventures. That's my thing, right? Like on my little Instagram story thingy, the highlights or whatever, that's all my traveling I've done. Like on most of my posts, it's like I'm traveling. Sometimes you'll get the rare like selfie of myself, but for the most part, like it's really like traveling, you know? And I'm letting you in on that insight. But what I'm not telling you is how hard I work to be able to afford those trips. You know what I'm
Right
saying?
there.
So that's what I think people don't understand. Because I get a lot of times people are like, oh my God, you're always flying. Oh my God, you're always doing this. Oh my God, this. And I'm like, yeah, but you're not seeing that I'm putting in all these all these hours, putting in that work. So I'm able to afford to do all these things. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not here rascándome la, you know, like having a ball ass time just sitting around. No, I'm not doing any of that. I'm literally like going to my 9 to 5, you know, doing my fucking 6 to 12 after, you know, like I'm doing all these things because I know what I like to do. So what you're seeing is you're seeing the reward of what I'm doing on Instagram. That's what you're seeing in reality.
And then it kind of sucks too, because if anything, I would like, if I see my friends, I'm like, oh my God, like have fun, girl, be safe,
Yeah.
like look so pretty. I would never say like, oh, why are you posting that? Like you're always traveling. Because in my opinion, I see a lot of people who, like, for me personally, I like to travel as well.
Yeah.
A lot of people, other people I know, like to spend their money on really expensive restaurants because they like that experience.
They're foodies.
Other people, or like some girls like to buy like designer. I could give two shits about designer.
Yeah.
I want to be on a plane. Like I want to go on an experience. So to me, it's kind of like, okay, like, yes, I take time off of work, but I get my paid time off. I get my sick leave. So I'm still getting paid, mamita, if you didn't know, when I'm not there. Or otherwise, like I'll take an L and just not get paid that day because I'm a go work extra hours, or I got another side hustle that I do that's gonna provide me money as well.
Exactly.
So you don't know all the details, so why are you judging me? And at the end of the day, if you want to go and travel, make that a priority. Do what you got to do to help to do that. Because, I mean, for the most part, Brittany and I just hit each other up like, "You down for the adventure?" Yeah,
Always.
baby. Like that's literally. I mean, we do that all the time.
Yeah.
Because that just works for us. But otherwise, we still put a lot of time and effort into planning stuff.
Yeah.
So.
But even talk about it too, like we like plan things, but then we see, okay, what's in our budget? What are we gonna do? We try to plan out the whole trip, I guess, because we usually, okay, for us, what works for us is weekend trips. That's what we usually do. You know, we plan, usually it's Thursday night we leave, leave Sunday from over there, and then Monday we're back at work, you know. That's usually how it works for us. So we're able to plan all the things. We'll do like 5 things in a day, you know. We'll go if we have to do 3 different museums in one day. Okay, go do the museum. Okay, what's next? You know what I'm saying? And so we make sure that we plan our day to where like we're able to do all these things, you know. And then it's kind of sad in the sense of like, you know, we do our vacations and stuff like that, but there's a lot of people on social media that they go on like a trip. They'll take like a 2-week trip, right? But then they'll only post 1 picture on that trip. But then throughout the rest of the year, they're posting more pictures of the different places that they went. So in reality, that 1-2 week trip, they just fucking posted the whole fucking year. So it makes them look like they're freaking
on and popping.
Yeah. And I'm like, yo, that's kind of sad to me, at least. Like, what's the point of creating this facade that you're this, oh my God, like, we're using traveling as the example. This is the example I'm using. Yeah. But like, what's the point of doing that? I feel like Drake said a quote that was like, oh, I know a lot of girls that post pic. It was like something, it was in that song where he mentioned that I'm not hiding my son from the world, I'm hiding the world from my son, or some shit like that. So basically in that song he says, oh, like, I know a girl that takes pictures but posts it later, so it makes it look like she's actively traveling.
I know. Yeah.
So I was like, yo, like, that's so true, because I know a couple girls like that I've literally been like, yo, like, it's crazy. Like, I've had conversations with people where I'm like, oh my God, like, that's so cool that they're doing this. And the people are like, actually, like, that's a lie. Like, they're not doing that. They just go ahead and post pretending like they're over there, but in reality, they're not over there. They're just posting the picture. So I was like, yo, like, I don't get what is the whole point of doing that, you know?
You know what?
Don't get me wrong. I personally would like to be an influencer, you know, but I would want to be an influencer in the sense of like, I want to bring awareness to where I'm from, you know, like where my block's from, you know, like this is what's going on in Miami, you know, like we need to support Miami because this is this, or even like LA, yo, y'all know my heart and soul is in LA. I love West Coast, like West Coast, Best Coast, you feel me?
Yeah, period.
But like, but you know, like, I want to get back to those communities because they need it, you know, like, look at that. Like, don't get me wrong, California has one of the, almost all the billionaires live in Cali, you feel me? They can do so much more for the community, but yet they don't. They yell, yeah, like, I donate this amount, or I don't. No, you need to be in the trenches, you feel me? You need to be out there, like, okay, what's going on? This is what's going on. Look at the poverty. Like, look at all of this. Like, what can we do? What are we doing to build these shelters for people? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like a shelter, you shouldn't be on a wait list. You feel me?
Amen.
Like,
and
but, you know, one day,
kind of
hopefully.
sad if you think about it, that something so basic as having a roof over your head and a bed to sleep in, people are waiting for that, you know, like we
in
can't
America,
provide that
because we know land of the great and all that shit. But that's happening, you know. It happens in Miami all the time. Like, there's no healthcare. Like, some people, I have friends that don't have healthcare. Like, bro, like, there's people that don't. I barely got fucking Ambetter. Y'all know about that shit. Trash. Like,
I think I see in, at least, well, I guess it also has to do with the people I follow. Because before, like, you know, I would follow like these makeup gurus and like all these other people, but at the end of the day, they did not look like me, you know. Like, when I go on the gram now, I'm following girls who look like me, you know, who come from the communities that I grew up in. And it's so important to put these type of people on the map, especially for little girls to see, because like I think last episode you mentioned your niece, your cousin, she has an Instagram, you know, like my brother had an Instagram since fucking probably he was 10. So to me, like, they see certain things and it's like, I don't want them to think that's the standard of beauty or that's the standard of living great, you know, like, no, because you don't need money to live a great life. You don't need to look like this model to be pretty, because being beautiful is being different types of sizes, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I think that's so important, and that's when it goes with like people's expectation of reality, you know? Like, I mean, I wish it was easy for me to eat a freaking salad and bada bing, I'm in shape, you know?
Bitch, we like our pupusas and baleadas. Like,
period. Until the day I die, baby. Like,
I can't imagine.
And it shouldn't feel guilty, you know? Like, oh my God, like I ate, like, I'm about to have Chinese food. Like, it is okay, baby girl. It's all about balance. But I think you need to focus on this. Like, don't let Instagram get the most of you. And what I've been practicing, actually, because I am guilty, the first like right when I wake up, if you didn't text me, the next thing I'm doing is going on Instagram. And that's bad, because what about if I see something that's like ruining my day, you know? Like, whether there's something going on with racial injustice or the fires or anything like that. Like, why?
Do you know what's crazy? Okay, so I think everyone should watch the social. I think everyone should watch The Social Dilemma on Netflix, and it talks about shit like this. Yeah, and basically on one of the things, because I'm taking a media literacy class right now, and we're talking about all this shit, like what the media does to us. You know what I'm saying? So it's a really great class that I'm so happy I'm taking. But in that documentary that was on Netflix, it talks about someone said, "Oh, like, do you watch your media? Do you like open up social media apps when you're in bed, before you pee or while you're peeing? Because there's no other option." And I was like, that's so true. I was like, yo, I'm guilty of both of those things. Like,
me.
Yeah, I really am. I'm like, yo, like, we're so absorbed by like social media that it's crazy. Like, and mind you, like a lot of things that we're like getting fed by people, because that's what I call it, feeding basically. Sometimes it's not true. A lot of these things, like, it's false. It's like shit. And then mind you, I think we're at an age where we can differentiate. But how about how you said, like my niece, 10 years old, or like siblings that are like 5, 6, 7 with the iPad that are watching videos on YouTube? They're in their cognitive state that they're still developing right from wrong, you know what I'm saying? So they're like looking at all these things like on Instagram and things like that, and they think, oh, like this is how I have to be because this is how Molly or whatever the fuck they're watching at that point is, you know? So I definitely would recommend watching that. It's very good. I'm actually gonna watch it, but I was watching clips during class, and it definitely opens up your eye.
Dang, that's crazy. But that's cool though. Like, that those type of things are out there for us to take note of. You know? So now what I'm doing, I'm leaving my phone, like my desk is here, my bed is there. So I have no choice but to get up, you know, like, but I'm not trying to like I'm trying to meditate, you know, like. And so I'd be hiding people's stories. Honestly, you can hide people's stories on Instagram.
Oh, I didn't know that, actually.
Yeah. Because
honestly, I feel like people
like,
hide my story. This guy hid my story. I'm not going to say who it was.
Well, tell me after.
I really did. For a little minute, I was like, okay, bitch. But we're going to talk about that's the next episode.
You know, it'd be like that. People
Be
keeping tabs on us when they don't want us to know, but we know. And it's like,
bitch, I be informed and I just stay quiet and sip my tea, baby. Okay?
Like, I'm doing great over here.
Living my best life, honey.
Yeah, period. Always. So, yeah, guys, honestly, Instagram versus real life. I think Instagram is cool, you know, it's a way to keep in touch with people. I definitely do that with family who lives far. But just be cautious of who you're following, what you're feeding into. And just know that who you are, like, if you want to be influencer, cool, do it, because no one's gonna be you. And trust me, like, I would much rather see someone like you be an influencer than someone who's just trying to be like
that quick dollar.
Yeah, you know, and that's sad. So you already know, people.
And I agree with you, honestly, 100%. I feel like for me at least, there is so many like people that I follow. Obviously, you know, people I went to school with that are doing such good things. And those
Mm-hmm.
are people that I want to thrive, you know, like you
Mm-hmm.
guys who are watching, I want you all to thrive, you know, but I also want you to be able to give back to the community and be like, you know what, I came from this, I worked this hard to obtain this, and now I'm here, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think with the whole Instagram versus reality, I think now it's okay to show people, you know, be able to express like, you know what, today wasn't a good day, you know. That's why we
Mm-hmm.
started off our podcast with like, how are you doing? Because it's okay to
Mm-hmm.
not have a good day, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Instead of me, like, I think I, on my social media at least, I feel like I'm so like this happy person, but like, yo, I be going through it. I really
Yeah.
be going through
Yeah.
it, you know. And I could say, you know, not be going through it, like we all really be going through it.
Mm-hmm.
But like Nat said, she decides to put out into the media, which is a positive, I guess, way to deal with your emotions, some motivational
Yeah.
shit, you know. And I feel like that reaches so many people who are also going through it. So I
Mm-hmm.
think as a community, we have to be able to be like, you know what, we're all going through it, but you know what, we're all in it together, you know,
Yeah.
and we're able to grow from it. So from this podcast, we just hope that you guys, you know, take the fact that, listen, it's okay to be real, you know, it's okay to be authentically you, and post that shit on social media. Like,
Yeah.
if they don't like that shit, then fuck off, you know, like,
Yeah, honestly, fucking men, bro.
yeah, because like that's it. Like, if they don't like you, okay, unfollow. That's it. You're still gonna be
Thank
you,
you.
you know? Because there's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people, I think we both get unfollowed a lot. Because sometimes people be like, oh my God, these liberals. Oh my God, these
Yeah, or
people. Oh my
and it's
God.
like, bro, bye. Like,
Yeah. I'm not
you
asking you
just
to watch
wasted.
it.
Yeah, you're wasting energy out of your life to worry about what I'm doing with mine.
Yeah.
You know, so just hit that unfollow, block, have a nice life. I'll pray for you. But I'm gonna still keep doing what I gotta do over here, because at the end of the day, I know that there's people out there who, like, dude, like, even you guys' messages, like, you guys made my day, all this stuff, like, that feeds us so much. And this is why we wanted to do this topic, because we know how it is to see like the fake shit, you know, like,
Yeah.
oh, like, well, no, we're not the little like wannabe influencer Latinas who just have their little hot Cheetos and, you know, all this shit. Like, no. What you see is what you're gonna get here. We're still working our 9 to 5s.
Yep.
We're still doing shit too, and we're here to shoot the shit with you guys and keep it freaking 100 always. Okay.
Always.
So,
Period. So yeah, guys, but thank you so much for staying tuned. If you guys want to talk about things, or you're going through something like, you know what, like, I don't know how to get out of this, you know, you guys can always hit us up. We love hearing your guys's like feedback. It's always great. Leave a review on podcast. If you listen to us on podcast, we love that. On Instagram, you know, we love all the comments, we love all the support, and honestly, thank you guys for always supporting us, because we really do appreciate it.
For real, you guys are the real
okay?
MVPs, bros.
For real, bro. I literally wake up and I'm like, good morning, sunshine. And then I send that screenshot all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
we always send each other the messages you guys send. And it really just makes our day that much better, because Bryn and I, this is probably like something I look forward to every week to do. Same. But we go through it. We really do go through it. So seeing this, just seeing you guys' messages and feedback just makes us want to keep going more and more. And I promise you, we have so much shit in the works, you guys. Like, it's not even funny. Like,
here we are. That's how not funny it is.
I kid you not. I always freaking
it's
drop
the
this
mic.
thing.
Just loves not. That's what it is. But yeah, guys, thanks so much for staying tuned.
Love you guys.
Check us out next week with another lit episode. All right, guys. Stay tuned. Bye. We love you guys. Bye.